Welcome to the Together We Grow podcast. My name is Paul Main,
And I'm Toma.
and this is episode 31, would you believe? How quick has that gone?
That's gone so quick, I can't believe it.
This one, we are going to be talking about practicing what we preach, because it's so easy to say, guys, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. But actually, do we believe in what we say? The answer, of course, is yes. And in this episode, we're going to talk through some examples of what we did in our previous business, which reflects what we teach now, and also what we're doing now for the Home Fragrance Academy. Because we do practice what we preach, and it does work, it is working, and it's working for people that implement it themselves as well. Our students that implement it, it's working for them. And they share screenshots of their results, their sales, their engagement rates on socials. It's just working. So we're going to give some examples of that today and exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, it's important to show that we do really mean exactly what we're telling you to do.
Absolutely. So let's get on with it.
Let's go.
So yeah, there's, we talk a lot and we share a lot of information here at the Home Fragrance Academy on how we believe people can grow their businesses. And it's based, obviously, on all of our experience of doing it 3 times with 3 different brands and scaling them up, And our most recent one, which was Waxkind, that was one that we launched a year before we sold everything.
Yeah.
And that one, Waxkind, was growing at a faster rate than what Cozy Aromas was.
It was, yeah.
Because we took all of our knowledge and all of our lessons that we learned from building Cozy Aromas and Craft HQ to then make sure that Waxkind was going to be successful as well. And it was. I don't know what it's like now, but it certainly was, in 2024.
It was really good to see the growth as quickly as that did happen.
Yeah, and here at the Home Fragrance Academy, we're launching new products all the time. And when we say products, it's learning packs, isn't it? So typically one of our learning packs will have a course in there of some description, of video course. We always do video courses. It'll have other training videos in there. But then importantly, it has resources as well. So it'll have guides. It will have lots of templates, just lots of things that you need around that one particular subject. And what we're trying to sell is not fluff, is not just information, because you don't want information. You want things that are going to get you results. That's what these are. And that's what we got. I think we're kind of we're tiny, of course we are, but I think we're starting to get a bit known for that no BS kind of approach.
Yeah, this is exactly what you've got to do, why you've got to do it, how you've got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the proof that it works.
Yeah.
Because, you get coaches and course creators and all this kind of stuff where it's so fluffy and wishy-washy, and you could buy these things for £9 online, which is just a 200-page ChatGPT generated PDF, which means nothing. But actually what we're doing is sharing our knowledge and our experience of what we've done and how we did it, like right down to the email templates that we use, and literally everything, which is cool, which I love, and people are really getting results from it as well.
They are, yeah. It's really lovely to see that people are actually actively trying the things that we're saying, and they're seeing positive results, not only in sales, but also in their engagement and in building their communities as well. So it's really good to see, isn't it?
But it really is, yeah. So do we practice what we preach? We tell people to do these things. Do we do them ourselves? And we've got a few little examples of us doing it and how it works. The first one's the Facebook community, the Facebook group, isn't it?
And that's something that we tell everybody they should have if they've got their platform on Facebook. They should always have a Facebook group, because it builds that community and it builds that love around your brand and everything. And we've done exactly the same. We have a Facebook community group ourselves, so Home Fragrance Academy Community. And that's where we share more advice. We talk to our customers on a one-to-one basis, and they get that one-to-one support back from us, don't they?
Yeah, it's a safe place where they also share their business struggles and they share their wins.
Yeah.
We encourage them to do that on a weekly basis. You have a weekly post that goes out every Wednesday for them to share things that they have done that's been a success over the past week.
Yeah, so everybody can congratulate them and share with them together.
Yeah, but it's also a really good reason why that works is because when you're running a business and you're up to your eyeballs in it all day, every day, it's hard to appreciate the small wins. So when you've got someone every week reminding you to say, come on, what have you done this week you're really proud of? It gets your brain ticking. You're like, actually, yeah, the other day I did that, didn't I? I had that big wholesale order. That was brilliant.
It takes you away from that
Yeah.
one-to-one negative, that sort of stuck in the moment feeling, to thinking, oh, hang on, I have done this.
Yeah. So we had a Facebook group for Cozy Aromas and for Craft HQ. Craft HQ was, what was that, about 2,500 members?
Yeah, that was about 2.5, and Cozy Aromas was almost 10,000.
Almost 10,000. Cozy especially was very engaged. Craft HQ was okay, but Cozy Aromas was very engaged because we'd had that running longer. And we're now doing the same with Home Fragrance Academy. We're at 800 odd members.
Yep.
It's a small group, but it's engaged. People are commenting. We're posting in there all the time. You're building that one-to-one relationship with people. And this is why it's so important to do this, okay? If you're thinking you don't want to have a Facebook group because you're not going to be able to get engagement and it's going to be a lot of work, you are right. That is very true. It's hard to get that engagement going. You have to be the one starting it. You have to be the one posting all the time.
But if you start it and you go, oh, I'm not going to do very well with this, you're not going to, because you've already set yourself up to fail, because you're already telling yourself you can't do it.
Yeah. But what we're telling you now is this is our third time doing this and it's working just like it did the other times. It does work. Our members who have Facebook groups, it works for them, okay? Now, here's the thing. It's going to take a long time to build that engagement, but when you do start building it, this is why a Facebook group is so important. So important for us now at Home Fragrance Academy. Bear in mind, we're selling digital products. We're not selling products to people. However, the process was the same of when we sold physical products to people. You know, like a brand, you ask for feedback all the time. You ask people what they actually want from you. They respond and they tell you what they want. So from a home fragrance business point of view, it was, I don't know, we've got summer collection upcoming. We're thinking about our summer collection, or, we're now recording this in July. So
Thinking about autumn.
we're now, well, no, we've done that for now,
Christmas.
but we're now thinking about Christmas collection. What fragrances would you love this year? And that's a post that gets people going. And they'll comment. And then you literally just look at all of the comments and you think, well, this one here, this cinnamon
and clove or something.
I was just trying to, I'm rubbish at this. This particular fragrance has got 50 upvotes on it. Loads of people are mentioning this. We should definitely launch that.
Yeah.
That's such a good way of getting feedback from people on what they actually want from you. And that's what we're doing now at the Home Fragrance Academy. Yeah, what do people want to learn? What is it? And it's almost always, I need ways of getting more sales. So that's why a lot of our content at the moment is all about how to get more sales using different strategies and things like that.
Because that's what people are struggling with and that's what people need support with. So that's what we're going to give them.
Yeah, exactly that. So I just need to close our windows because there's a dog outside barking. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's what, and we use that for everything, don't we? And just engaging with people, we share our business, we share tips in there.
Yep.
When we were at when we were at Cozy Aromas, we would just ask people what they're up to. We would share pictures of what we're up to that day. If we had a delivery of something, even if it was just wax, we'd take a picture of Nathan or me or you unloading it and put it in the group. Just what you're doing day to day. It just builds that engagement.
It's relatable as well, and they can see what you're doing behind the scenes, and that shows a bit of who you are as well.
Yeah.
Like the way you smile in front of the camera and things like that, people pick it up.
But so that's where you're building that one-to-one connection with them. But it's such a powerful sales tool as well. Here's why. You can build up hype for a few days before a product launch. This is what we did recently with Home Fragrance Academy.
Yeah.
Just sharing little tips, little snippets every day of what you're working on, counting down to when you're going to launch, all this kind of stuff. When you launch it, you post about it, those people come and buy, especially if you have some scarcity in there, like there's only 50 available or there's a limited time offer, all that kind of stuff. They'll come and buy from it.
Yeah.
Then what happens is the following week, you'll get people posting in the group how wonderful that product was. They'll take a picture of their delivery. you'll get loads of comments on that. If it's a monthly subscription box, you'll get pictures of their deliveries saying how wonderful it is. It builds that FOMO, and then you have another wave of orders coming in.
Yeah.
This also works for us at Home Fragrance Academy. A couple of weeks ago, we launched our new Q4 sales plan, our 500k Q4 sales plan, which talks about exactly how we generated £500,000 or over that in Q4. A full plan. We did this hype build up in our Facebook group, launched the product, we had an influx of sales. A few days later, we had reviews in there from people saying how wonderful it was. Guess what? We had another little influx of sales. That's how it works. That's how it can be so powerful. But you have to start, and it takes a while. It takes a long time to build up, and you have to be consistent with it.
And it's important because you'll be able to find out what your customers want, speak to them one-to-one. You'll get user-generated content that you can use on your social media platforms as well. And you'll get more orders if you build up that engaged audience. And it's worth it every single time.
Yeah, that was our most powerful tool. Well, second most powerful tool behind email.
Yeah.
At Cozy Aromas. And it's heading that way now with Home Fragrance Academy as well, isn't it?
It is.
So Facebook community. Yes, we do practice what we preach. We have a Facebook community which we rely on, and we put a lot of time and effort into it. You should too. It's a lot of work. Don't think it's easy, because it's not. But build it, and don't just try and sell products all the time. Don't just say, for my Facebook community, I'll give you a 10% off discount exclusive today only. Don't do any of that rubbish.
No.
Just build friends with people.
Build a proper community. Talk to people. Be real. Be social. And just be friendly and talk.
Good things will come from it. Next up, we have email automations.
That's definitely a you thing, isn't it? You are all over emails. It's one of the parts of the business that you really take hold of and you absolutely love, don't you?
I do, because it's so black and white. They either work or they don't work. There's no trying to build a community or nothing like that. This is like black and white. How many people opened it? How many people clicked? Okay, I need to improve this. A/B test, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Cozy Aromas, we had email automations. This is something we teach a lot. We talk about it a lot. Okay. And at Cozy Aromas, we had a massive email flow that I built up over years. And so an email flow is an automated set of emails that are sent out based on a user's behavior. So if they go to your website and sign up for the free gift with their first order email pop-up, they enter an email flow. They get the first email is, thanks for signing up. Here's your code. Next day, don't forget to buy. Following day, don't forget to buy. Following day, it expires today. Don't forget to buy. That's your typical one. But you want to extend that, like that first email flow. You want to extend that for like 3 months and have one email going out every 2 days for 3 months. Because as soon as someone buys, they exit that and they go into another email flow based on purchases. Okay, so they're not going to be bombarded with all these emails all the time and blah, 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 blah. But the idea is you are constantly sending them emails automatically.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to build this up. I won't go into full details now because we've got plenty of training about that, and I can help you one-to-one if you want. But it's so important to do. What we're doing at Home Fragrance Academy, very similar. We're a much, much smaller audience, but my God, how much time have I spent on my email flows recently?
I honestly can't tell you. I can't put it into a number. So much time you spent on it.
So to give you an idea, if someone buys one of our products, let's call it the Sales Rescue Kit, they go into an automated email flow which teaches them how to use that kit, gives them some tips. And then after that, they go into another flow which tries to upsell them products that are similar, that relate to the Sales Rescue Kit. And then if they buy something from there, they then go into the email flow of the product they've purchased. And guess what? They do the same thing. And if after all of that, they don't buy anything else, they then go into my newsletter funnel. So every person who enters our email ecosystem are constantly receiving emails. Every week they'll receive a few emails from us, but they're not salesy. A couple of them are, they have to be at times, but they're more story-based. And this is where people go wrong. They'll just send out, we see at the moment, don't we? We used to work with...
Discount.
Yeah. They just constantly send out discounts. We did some email marketing work for a brand last year. Really built up their emails quite well. And they decided to then take it over themselves. And it's just every day now is just like, here's an offer, here's an offer, here's an offer, constantly. That will just exhaust your email list. It needs to be story-based. Talk about your brand. Talk about a product. Pick one product that you've got, one fragrance that you've got, and create an email campaign which is one email per day for a week. So 7 emails, all about that fragrance. The first email is why you created it. The second email is the scent description and what it smells like. The third one is some particular offer you might have relating to it. The fourth one is this is what customers think of it. You know what I mean? And you can do that. And so it's not that hard.
And even though the emails that you're not selling directly, you're imprinting that fragrance onto the readers. So they're thinking, oh, hang on, the way they worded this email, I'd like the sound of that scent. So then they go over and they have a look at it and they purchase it because of the way you haven't just gone, quick, come and buy it, quick, come and buy it. You've fed it into them and they've sort of thought about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so vital. I mean, Home Fragrance Academy, we're obviously still quite new, so I'm still working hard on the email automations, and they're not quite where I want them to be, but I know the tweaks I need to do and the tests I need to do. However, here's where most people go wrong. There's 2 things that people go wrong at. Firstly, they try and sell every time. Actually, there's 3 things, okay? So the first thing is every email they try and sell something, which every email should have a objective, and that's whether to get a comment back from someone or to sell something or to just, like you say, imprint that product on their mind, make them want it more, and then you try and sell later on. So yes, you should try and sell, but it's being strategic. It's not just here's an offer, bam, but come and buy this thing, because
That's boring.
they don't work that often. The second thing is that setting up proper email flows, in-depth ones, take time, and they should be so many steps. They shouldn't. What happens if someone joins your email list and after a week they don't buy from you? You never send them an email again, unless it's a blanket email that you send to everybody, which is coming to buy something. Set up these very long email flows so they never leave your email system unless they unsubscribe. Okay, this isn't you spamming them. This is you constantly reminding them that you're here, telling them stories and encouraging them to come and buy from you.
Because you don't have to send an email every single day. You can spread them out, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the second thing. People just don't set up the email flows properly, or because there's a lot of work, they just don't do it. They move on to other stuff. They don't see it as important as it is. Whereas your email list is your most important thing. Just check that. It's the most important thing. Thirdly, the thing that people just don't really do too much is look at the stats of their emails. Your email automations, your email flows, your email broadcasts. So these are the ad hoc ones that you just send as like a newsletter blast to everybody. Look at the stats of them and learn from them. The 2 key ones are open rate and click-through rate. If you send an email and the open rate is 15% and the click-through rate is 0.5%, that's a very poor performing campaign. Don't send another one like that. Don't just duplicate it and send it again, because that does not work. You need to test your subject lines. Think your subject line needs to encourage someone to open it.
Yeah, that's the first thing they see, isn't it, when they get the notification through? So that's got to be compelling enough for them to actually take their time to click it.
Yeah. And this isn't just to get people to open your emails. This is because if you have a poor open rate, that will affect your email deliverability. And over time, your emails just won't even be delivered to people because it will affect that. And then your click-through rate as well. You want that to be, so your open rate, you want to be above 30%. Your click-through rate, you want to be above 1%. If you can do that with all of them, I mean, you can go more in depth than that. But for now, look at your stats. If you're in your email flows, you've got certain emails that are not that high, change them.
Yeah.
Your email flows will typically have higher open rates anyway, because they are ultra specific to that one person, to that segment. So they will have higher open rates. But your general email blasts, they're the ones that you can really optimize further.
So look at your stats, look at the lowest performing ones first, edit those, tweak those, and then slowly tweak them all to make them better.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So that's email automations. We practice what we preach. We implement email automations. You need to do this because you're just leaving money on the table if you don't do that. You've got these people coming into your ecosystem Yeah. These are people that have expressly said they're interested in what you do. Don't ignore them. Keep sending them emails.
Yeah, they've opted into the marketing emails. They've opted in to hear about everything that you're doing and that you have available. So you need to tell them.
Yeah, exactly. Next up is Instagram engagement. Now, this is a big one for us. We tell people all the time to be engaging with other accounts on Instagram. Hardly nobody does it because it takes time and it takes thinking space and they don't see immediate results. Okay. This is something that at Cozy Aromas we didn't really do. We didn't do too well. We never really cracked Instagram.
No, we didn't.
But at the Home Fragrance Academy, this is something that we knew Instagram was going to be big for us, but we hadn't really cracked it before. So now we're trying to crack it. And we tell people to engage all the time with different accounts on Instagram. And this is what Tamer does all the time. So you're going to talk about this for a bit, aren't you?
Yep. So when I say engaging with other accounts, what I will do is I will sit down on Instagram, scroll through my explore page. So just click on the little magnifying glass and it will show you posts from accounts that it thinks that are relevant to you. Just open up the first one, click through their profile. If they're the right sort of person, I'll comment on their first few posts, ask them a question and give them a follow. And then I just repeat that process with as many accounts as I possibly can in a day. So that's the easiest way to do it, is to look on your explore page.
But we're not talking about 5, 10, 15 accounts here, are we?
No, we're talking 50 accounts minimum.
50 accounts, and you're putting 3 comments on different photos and a follow on all 50 accounts. So 150 comments a day.
As a minimum, yeah.
Yep.
And that's my target for every day, to make sure I've hit 50 accounts. And it works because I get people replying to my questions and then I can ask another question and we can have a conversation. They follow me back. I can then send them a direct message to offer them some advice and to connect with them personally and continue the conversation that way. And it builds that community on Instagram as well. And it makes sure that my posts are then in future being shown to people that are like the other accounts that I've been engaging with. It pushes our content out to more people, and it's proven in our stats, because our stats are growing, not just our follows and our likes, but also the saves on our content, the click-throughs to our website, and then of course turns into sales as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it works for us. So us, for example, we're Home Fragrance Academy, so we want to engage with home fragrance business owners.
Yeah.
We can find those. If you're selling home fragrance products, what you want to do is find those potential customers. So you would go to I don't know, let's think about this, home fragrance. People who love home fragrance will typically like home interiors, stuff like that. So go to the Dunelm Instagram page. Yeah.
Yep.
Go to their followers. Firstly, on the Dunelm Instagram page, comment on their posts because their followers will see those comments.
Yep.
That's important. Secondly, go to the followers and go through that list. Find the ones that are, actual people in the UK, look at their profile and comment. Don't just say, oh, that looks lovely. It needs to be meaningful comments. You have to put time and effort into this, but it really does work. Now, people are going to be listening to this thinking, I haven't got time to do that. Okay, what do you want to do then? You want to get sales into your business. You've got a couple of choices. Paid advertising with a no-brainer offer that gets people into your ecosystem, and then you upsell them more products via email and via your community. That's what we did at Cozy Aromas.
Yep.
That's one way of doing it. You haven't got the budget to do that. You haven't really understood how to create a no-brainer offer, and your retention rate isn't great because you haven't worked on that properly yet. Do it organically. How do you do it organically? You consistently post on Instagram. You engage with different accounts. And you haven't got to sit there and do 150 comments on 50 accounts in one go.
No, you can break it up. Think about the times that you have got where you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Just comment on 2 or 3 posts and you're waiting at the bus to go into town or something. Stand there and do that while you're waiting for the bus. Think about every single time that you've got in the day where you're waiting for something or you're paused for some reason. you're going to school playground to pick your kids up from school. You've got 10 minutes before they come out, and you're not worried about standing there chatting with everybody because you want to build your business. So you're doing that. You're spending 10 minutes engaging with accounts.
Yeah.
There's 10 minutes every single time, builds up throughout the day, and just think about every 10 minutes that you have spare that you can put into that.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you will grow your account.
That's it. And everybody that follows you, you need to send them a direct message. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You send them a direct message, sort of introducing yourself. Nothing salesy at all.
Mm.
Just introducing yourself, asking them a question to get them to respond.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Just do that. And I can then make sure it's a personal message each time, so it replies to them, and it's like referencing something that we spoke about in the comments, something that we've already engaged about, or something to do with their recent post, so it's relevant to them, and they're more likely to respond to it and to engage back.
Exactly. And that's it, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
on Instagram games, you just do it. I mean,
Mm-hmm. We've got members that are doing exactly that are following our engagement rules and the things that the suggestions that we set out, that obviously we're doing as well. And they share the results and their reach and their followers and the non-followers that are seeing their posts as well. They share it in the Facebook community, and it's amazing to see.
yeah, it is. It really is. It just works, you know. And we have a little joke, don't we? Or I do. I don't think you'd find it that funny. Is, you know, if during the day here at Home Fragrance Academy we haven't sold any products for a few hours, I'll say to Tamer, "Are you going to get some sales in then, or what?"
Yeah, I don't find it funny.
No, she doesn't. But so then what she'll do is she'll go doubling down on Instagram, and guess what? A couple of hours later, we'll have an order come in.
Yeah.
And often we always track this as well because we have Facebook ads running as well. But every day you're getting orders come through that have come from your engagement.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
Yeah.
And once they've bought something from us, they're then in our system, and then we'll try to sell them something else. And guess what? Our products are really good. So if they've used those products and they get value from them, they will buy other products.
Exactly.
And you know what people do as well is, I think it's a couple days, the day after or whenever it is, after they buy something from us, we send them an offer to get them to buy something else. And what we find people do is they'll just use that offer, go to our website, buy a few products. They're then stored in their online library with us. They haven't gone through them yet, but they're just there for future use.
Yeah, so they've got them ready to go.
And you know what the benefit of that is? They know they're there. So in a few weeks' time, they'll go through one and think, wow, that was really good. Let's have a look what other products I got. Then orders will come in then as well. That's what happened with you guys listening to this. They buy something from you, you then send them an offer to buy something else, another no-brainer offer. They'll buy those. They're stocked up with wax melts for a little while. But guess what? They'll start using them and think, crikey, these are wonderful. At which point, you know that you'll know based on how long your products last, when to send them another email to say, come back and get some more stuff.
Exactly.
You know, this whole Instagram engagement really does work.
It really does. And it's free as well.
Yeah.
I know you have to pay your time to do it, but it is worth it. You don't have to chuck loads of money on ads if you don't have the budget. This is how you're going to grow your engagement. You're going to reach a new audience. You're going to reach the right audience, and they're going to be engaged and going to get behind your brand and want to buy.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to try it, don't just try it for a week and say it doesn't work.
It's a long-term process.
Keep at it. If you try it for a week and you follow what Tim has just said, you will get followers and you will get engagement and you will start having conversations with your potential customers.
Yeah.
Because then guess what? You'll have a whole new number of people that are in your DMs that have replied to you, which means that when you send them a DM, they'll actually get notified of it. It won't be requests or anything like this. So when you do have something to launch, you send them a direct DM, calling them by their first name and just say, just let you know, we've just launched this new offer, this new product. We've only got 50 available. Here's the link.
Yeah.
They've already engaged with you. They might take a look, they might not, but there you go.
It's something to test.
So that's another one that we practice what we preach.
Yeah.
We do it. And our students are learning some good stuff as well. Next up, final one is hype building.
This is very important.
We talk about this a lot at Home Fragrance Academy for our students to do. This is something that we did a lot of every week at Cozy Aromas, and it works wonderfully. And this is when you have something to launch. It might be an offer, it might be a new product, new collection, whatever it is, and you're doing that pre-launch phase, that building hype and excitement phase. So At Cozy Romans, we used to launch things on a Saturday. That was just our day.
Yeah.
No particular reason. We just got into the routine of it. Saturdays are actually pretty poor days to launch products and to send email blasts and things like that, when you look at the statistics historically. But because our customers were so used to it, we just carried on and it worked for us. So let's say we're launching a limited edition wax melt on the Saturday. We'd build up hype. So on the Monday before, we would have a little video of us pouring something.
Guess what's coming?
Guess what's coming? Something coming this Saturday. What do you reckon it is? The next day, some pictures of us making it up, putting it in the box or putting a label on it, but with the label covered up, the name covered up. What do you think this could be? This smells like this. Can you guess the scent name? The third day, this is launching on Saturday. If you buy one of our mystery boxes for £15 or £20, this limited edition product we'll give it to you for free.
Yeah.
That's our offer. Because we don't just want people to buy one £5.99 wax melt. We want them to spend £20 with us. So here's a £20 mystery box. You'll get that for free. That worked for us.
Yeah.
The next day, we only have 200 of these available. So the first 200 orders of this mystery box are going to get this wax melt for free. Be quick. It launches at 8 a.m. the next day.
Yeah. And don't forget to share like a video or reel or something of you putting the mystery boxes together so they get an idea of the type of products that are going to be in there. They already love your products anyway, so they get a bit of a view of that as well. Just the product that you're going to be giving away.
And this is a really important one. The night before it goes live, a post in the group, in our Facebook group, this is launching tomorrow. This is the name of it. Reveal the name of it. Show them the picture. Tell them what it smells like. All that lovely stuff.
Full scent description.
But then say, who's looking forward to getting this? There's only 200 available. Who's looking forward to getting this? You look at those comments, the likes and the comments flood in. People will start getting FOMO. And they'll be like, right, okay, loads of people want this. I'm going to make sure I'm on it.
And don't forget to respond to every comment that comes through as well, to answer their questions, to say, oh my God, I can't wait for you to get it, and just keep boosting that post up because then more and more people are going to see it.
All while the time you're doing this, these are all posts in the Facebook group. You're doing a very similar thing on Facebook page and in Instagram and on your Instagram stories. And you're also sending a couple of emails during the week as well, letting people know what's coming. Then guess what happens on the Saturday? We used to launch at 8 a.m. By 8:30 a.m., most of them are sold.
Mm-hmm.
How often did that happen?
Pretty much every time.
Okay.
It was very rare that it didn't in the end.
And that is all because we did a proper pre-launch phase, teased people what was coming, built that engagement. So by the time it launched, okay, people knew that they had to buy this mystery box to get this for free. They knew that there was only 200 available. They knew what it smelt like. And they also saw how many other people were interested in it.
Yeah.
Which meant that they didn't want to miss out.
Which meant they needed to set their alarm to make sure they were ready and at their website to place that order.
And they did. And what happened? You would find that when you look at the real-time Google Analytics, at 10 to 8 in the morning, people are on the website refreshing, waiting for it to go live.
That was really fun to see, wasn't it?
And this is what also happens. As soon as people place the order, they put a screenshot of their order confirmation in the Facebook group.
Yes, I've managed to get mine.
So that meant that other people would rush to do it as well.
Yeah. Because they see that real people are actually placing their orders already. So I'll get a go. I need to be quick.
And then by the Wednesday next week, people are receiving their orders. They're putting pictures of it in the Facebook group saying, oh my God, this smells amazing. So then the following Saturday would say, right guys, there's another 200 available. Then everyone that missed out would come and buy. Everyone that bought would be like, you know what, I want some of that, I want more of that, they'll buy again.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's a very high level view of how you build this hype.
A pre-launch campaign like that works.
And we did that so often at Cozy Aromas and somewhat with Craft HQ. Wax Kind was a different beast because that was retail, wholesale. But Cozy Aromas, I mean, it just worked, didn't it? You let everyone know about this, okay? And we now do that with Home Fragrance Academy.
Yep, we've done that with our recent launch, didn't we?
So we recently launched something called the 500k Q4 sales plan. Yep. I mentioned it earlier on. A wonderful course, product that people are really loving at the moment. We launched it on a Thursday, and it was the previous Sunday where I wrote down some notes in my little notebook, which I've got in front of me here. I took a photo of it and put it in our Facebook group, saying we're working on our Q4, our brand new product, which is everything that we did in Q4 to hit 500k, our full plan, everything that we did. Who's interested in something like this? And you get comments on there saying, yeah, I'll be interested in that. The next day, it was a photo of my computer with a checklist with a few things ticked off, so they could see what was going to be in this product. And they're like, oh, wow, okay, there's going to be a lot in there.
Gives them a little bit of a taster of what's to come, and they can identify, think, hang on, I need help with that. I don't know how to do that. I've never heard of that. So it gets them thinking, oh, this seems like the product that I really do need.
Yeah. Then the next day, it was a photo of just a screenshot of me doing the course recording.
Yeah.
Because I had it so my iPad was on the screen with me and I was like scribbling down on that. And I just put a little joke out there saying, oh, look at me getting all fancy with my iPad imposed on the screen.
Yeah.
But what it did was it showed people that, wow, okay, there's a proper course here and he's scribbling things down and stuff. It gets that in their mind. Then the following day, it was a screen recording of me showing them exactly what was in there so they could see everything. And then when we launched, bang, sales come in.
Yeah.
You send it. So during the week, we sent one email to say, this is what's coming this week. And then we did a launch email. So we didn't even go hard on this launch.
No.
But it was our best ever day.
Yep.
At Home Fragrance Academy. And then the next day, when we had a couple of comments in the Facebook group saying, wow, this is really good, we had an influx in sales. And guess what? That was our second best ever day.
Yeah.
It works.
It does work, because now we've got the proof from our customers that have already purchased it and have been really enjoying it and implementing the things already and starting on their strategy. They've been sharing their comments and their things about it. We've then been sharing that elsewhere, putting it in our emails, putting it on our stories as well, so everybody else knows, wow, this is going to work for me because these other businesses are using it. They're thinking it's really valuable information. I'm going to have to go and grab it as well.
Exactly. It really does work. So there you go. You need to build that hype for your customers. Don't just fall into the trap what people do, which is just on one evening or whenever they just go, bam, here you go. Here's some products.
Warm your audience up.
Warm your audience up. There is one time where we don't on purposely at Cozy Aromas warm our audience up before we launch something, and that was our Halloween collection. But there was a very, very important strategic reason for doing that. I won't go into that detail now, but that is all part of that 500K Q4 sales plan, which you can go to homefragrance.academy to get. It's only £29 for a short time. It will go up. But that's where we launch. That's where I show you. There's loads of things in there, but one big part of that is we talk week by week of what we launched, why we launched it, and how we did it. And there's a really good strategic reason why we didn't hype people up about the Halloween collection. So go grab that and you can find out everything about it. But you do. That's it.
And this is everything that we have done ourselves in our home fragrance businesses, but also all of the things that we're doing now. So it shows that we do practice what we preach and it is working, doesn't it?
There we go. So that's the end of episode 31. Thank you everyone for listening and watching if you're on YouTube. We really appreciate it.
We certainly do. Don't forget to leave us a review. Let us know what you think of this episode and give us some suggestions for future episodes that you would love to listen to as well.
Speak to you next week.
See you soon, guys.